So I just want to go over the trades I'm currently in and then the trades or setups I'm looking at. Right now, I'm in UCHF and GU. But before I go into those, I want to talk about the dollar. So for the past few weeks, damn, it's June already? Yeah. I got Dapo's course in, I think, the beginning of April. So 2 months, right? So I've been like back and forth testing out his way of trading. And his is strictly on the higher time frames, right? So playing around with it, I realized I'd rather just stick to swing trading. Um, Scalping is cute and fun until it's not. But so I'm more so looking at long-term holds. Now, for the dollar, as you can see, the first thing I want to identify is the trend. So the structure, which to me is different from the trend. I don't know. The trend, so the structure to me is like these massive pushes. That's, and then low down here. This is structure to me, right? So obviously the trend, the structure is bullish. If I were to go point A, point B, and then like apply some kind of counter trend line, that could be a thing I do, but I'm not focused on that right now. What I'm focusing on is the current flow of the markets. So we had a level of support here. It was fine. And then we broke it. So I feel like we were more so bullish because higher lows maintain an uptrend, lower highs maintain a downtrend. We had a higher low here, and then it was maintained the entire time until we had a level of support up here, which we didn't have previously before that, right? It broke that officially, came up, didn't break this high because it's not two candles, it's just one. So it's only testing that previous high. And then it yeeted back down to pretty much confirm this break of support. So now we're back under these levels of support. There's a level of support on the monthly, level of support on the monthly. We're under that now. We're under it. We broke it. My buys for the dollar, the next few right now are very bearish. So cool. I'm bearish on the monthly, weekly time frame. Lower highs are maintaining this beautiful downtrend. I'm bearish on the weekly. So I'm bearish on the monthly and the weekly, which is what I need to see. Like I prefer when my stuff aligns like this. Makes for more powerful moves. So now I want to see, okay, key level, fib, and the counter trend line break. So this level here, this blue level, is based off of support and resistance on the monthly time frame. So you see, oh, let me go more recent. Like I can even go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have been using this level. And again, it's a key level on the monthly time frame. It's not a 1 hour, a little four hour. This is the monthly time frame supply we're talking about. So okay, cool. We come up to this level. In here. Okay, cool. That's my key level. And then I got my fib. Boom. Checks out 50%, 61.8. It went up into that territory. Now my last thing is just I'm just waiting for a break of the counter trend line that has been established on the daily time frame or 4 hour if you were looking at that time frame, right? So, and even if I would have put my counter trend like this, I would have never gotten into this trade because it didn't come up to at least a 50% fib. So that's all well and good. When we start breaking out here, this is now my time for entry. I don't trade the dollar, but I use that, to trade EU and the other US pairs. But one option would have been here. Another option would have been here. Stop loss would have to been above here, right? So right now I'm in very, very bearish territory. And I also want to go whop, whop, right? So it's kind of like you had you had a second entry available, right? Stop loss right above here. And then our whole main goal is to end up down here because right now we're trading under this massive power grid, this blue line right here. So the next target is, well, really the next target is here and then here and then here. So those are my take profit areas. But this is the reason why I have such a bullish bias on stuff like GU and EU also, right? It's because of what's going on the dollar. Um, so with all that being said, yes, I have a very bearish bias for the dollar currently. Um, UCHF is kind of like the same analysis, right? So I see I have, okay, first of all, look how bearish this monthly is. This March is when I realized, you see, this is such a perfect trade. I caught it, I held it. It was, I wish, so good. But so we have a counter trend line potential all the way up to here. Double top, break it is something, come down. And then I was in here ever since here. And people were like, oh, your stop's too big, your stop's too big. Bro, short. My stop was right above this little mound right here. I'm like, really? Really? I could have been holding this? I could have been still holding this? Stop. So, yes, I have some some sell biases to the downside for UCHF and then some buys for GU right now. So you see to the left, we have this key level that has been respected again and again and again. I go to make sure that it's a decent enough pullback. I see that it is. I plot my counter trend line. And I can either enter the trade after I see this 4-hour break out of the counter trend line, or I can wait for a pullback like a good girl and then get in after like a 4-hour engulfing. Okay, that's a good one. Well, I mean, I'm already in this trade, but if there's like a 4-hour engulfing candle, that'd be really nice. That'd be a nice potential to get in. Um, but yeah, I am holding this long term, buddy, because the thing about this is originally I didn't want to take GU buys because it looked more sally. No, actually, GU been more bullish than anything for a while now that I look at it, even on the monthly time frame. That's wild. I noticed that. Ever since here, it's been more so bullish. High lows have been maintaining, so that's good. So we have bulls on the monthly. Now we have bulls on the weekly. So I have my two trends lining up. That's good. But yeah. Now my last thing, what I'm looking at right now, I really, really like monthly bullish, weekly bullish. Bro, when this thing was moving sideways, I was like, yeah, I already know what's up. And now I have point A, point B. You break is something, and then you want to retest. So I, I saw that I wanted to get in right here. Then I was like, oh no, 9:30. Surely there's going to be some kind of pullback. There was nothing. So I'm going to let this kind of play out until I get a bullish engulfing on the 4-hour or the daily or a counter trend line break. Yeah, I'm gonna put that enter after 1 hour. 3264. All right. So this is the next move that I'm looking at. I want to see it pull back some. Because apparently it's not too important. Like I have my key level right here. This level is used as the resistance, now level of support, and then you broke out of this level. Like, there's just so many confluences for buy. And I don't even trade futures, but I did put, I mean, it's the same thing, but I did put this on. Like, I was like, okay, cool. If this strategy works, this should be a really, really nice trade. And it's breaking all sorts of trend lines. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing what price is going to do here. I'm just going to chill, wait for it. Um, but yeah, looking very good and very nice. Good morning. Good morning, pineapple. We got news at 10 for the US dollar. So, yeah, we'll see what's up. Happy trading, everybody.